Trish, I think that you could be really big, like if you were like a mistress, like an S&M or
Yes, yes,
bondage.
yes, yes. I do that. I
Who
do
says
that.
whore?
Would you
That
like to see?
it's too
Would
late.
you like to see?
Her ship
I'll
is
be a
come and
protege.
gone.
Rebel? Would you?
He's being
I have a
rebels.
lot of duties that PP get hard for me, but I don't.
Rebels being if come on, Trish. Let's be for real.
Rebel.
Trish. Your personality is an erection killer.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
for you,
Oh
for you,
God.
and it's meant I'm
Women like you, Trish.
I'm
Women like you.
doing an excellent job.
Women like you with your belligerence and your nonstop talking. They're erection killers.
Hey, Rebel.
All you got to
Hey,
do is ask. All you got to
Hey,
do
hey,
is
what's
ask.
going on down there?
All
What's
you got to
going
do is
on down
ask
there?
this. He.
Don't be saying, hey, hey, hey. You see, Beasley's trying to deflect and distract me from what's going on in the front row.
Trish, is there any wonder why you can't get any traction on YouTube when you try?
I'm gonna try.
There are medications for your condition. It's clear. It's clear you suffer from
Anyway,
emotional intelligence.
Rodney, Rebel, I want to see you two flirt. Let's go.
You know what? I think you've lived in New York too long. I've got relatives. I've got
Oh,
relatives in New York, and
mess.
all my relatives that have lived in New York their entire life, they
I
have
told you I didn't want to
they
be
have a
next to
outburst
him,
like
and
you,
you got me next to him, and he's still talking.
Nish, because you won't
I
shut up.
blocked
You won't give anyone else a
I
chance to
blocked
talk.
him, and he's still talking.
You're ruining the playback of the show, Trish.
No, I'm doing an excellent job.
You're doing an excellent job of making yourself look like an ass. Why don't you? Why don't you? Why don't you? What did your parents teach you when you were little? How to act like this?
Anyway,
They'd be ashamed of this behavior, Trish. They would be ashamed of this behavior.
Sir. What did your parents teach you when you get older?
That's a good question. Let me ask you this.
That's what you was
Let me
taught.
ask you this.
The fuck out of my face, Beasley.
No, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So many people talk about dragging kids as if it's the worst thing in the world. And I haven't dragged a kid the worst. But let me ask you this: Do you condemn the same women that have had abortions that have actually killed children? Do you hold them in the same regard? So let me ask you, what's worse: talking about a child, Trish, or actually removing and killing a fetus? Which is worse?
Oh wait, kind of like 7 Stars, who you defend.
I don't know that she. I'm using this as an example.
But I'm using her as an example.
Right, I'm definitely pro-choice, and furthermore, I don't believe men should have any say so in any opinion. Well, not an opinion. They shouldn't have the ability to influence policy. Okay, when it comes to women reproductive rights, I'm that far involved. But Trish, you've probably had an abortion or two. Which is worse, dragging a child or having an abortion? And there's many women that have had abortions, thousands and thousands of women that have had abortions. But it's usually someone like you that's hypocritical, that's probably had multiple abortions and sitting here ranting and crazy. Have you ever had an abortion, Trish? Have you ever had an abortion? You got very quiet. You got very quiet when I said that you had an abortion. It's okay if you had an abortion, Trish. You've actually murdered and killed children. And you're getting quiet now because I hit a nerve in you. This is the first time you've been quiet for 40 minutes. You've been talking nonstop. Trish, it's okay. It's okay. Please don't cast any aspersions or speak down. Have you ever had an abortion? Trish?
And if you ever say that to me again, I will sue you, Beasley.
Okay. I'm asking you a question. Have you ever had an abortion? You can't sue me for asking you a question. That's not accusing you of anything. That's a question. You're not a lawyer. You're actually kind of dumb.